You are listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
Hey, welcome to I Am Refocused Radio. Once again, we are here today. We have our special guest, David Roberts, former Whitney Houston bodyguard and author of Protecting Whitney. First and foremost, sir, I want to say good morning. How are you doing today, man?
Fine, thank you, sir. Yes, yourself?
Doing awesome, sir. I appreciate your time. When you look at your professional background, you serve in the Royal Air Force Police and train as a police sniper. How did that help prepare you to be able to protect high-profile individuals, including Whitney?
Discipline. You develop where you have no discipline as a child, to a degree. If you join the military, discipline is forced upon you. And the success of that process is that you become self-disciplined. Discipline was the mantra by which I operated every day, especially with Whitney. You cannot let your guard down.
When you had the opportunity to get to know Whitney on a personal level, at first in your book, you say you was initially hesitant about working with a pop star. How quickly were you able to be won over by not just her kindness, but also in the book you said her warmth?
Oh, yes. Whitney Houston was a giver. She gave everything of herself, of what she had, and she took or expected nothing. And that's not quite true. Emotionally, I think she expected a lot more than what she ever received, put it that way.
What were some of the valuable lessons that you were able to use in managing risks and also understanding how famous that Whitney was as an individual? My
judgment that I thought was solid, having been a police officer for so many years, was somewhat shaken by the experiences that I had within the culture to which I was exposed. It was different. So that was something that I gained from personally. I gained from the knowledge and the understanding of what makes people tick. And that was an interesting scenario.
When you had the opportunity to see Whitney's team beforehand, what was the insight that you took away from the preparation of her team and organization of her team? And how did you make that better with your ability to serve her as her bodyguard?
I didn't know who Whitney Houston was when I was first told or asked to look after her. And I denied the opportunity or attempted to. I went on an interview, and as a result of that interview, which I wasn't very forthcoming, but fulfilled my obligations to the people who'd sent me on the interview, I acquired the job. I had not heard her sing. I didn't know who she was. And when I put the phone down to the embassy, who'd made the call to me, I went out and I bought 2 of her CDs, very similar, strangely enough, to what Kevin Costner did when he acquired the assignment in the film. And then I phoned my daughter, said, who is this Whitney Houston? She said, oh, Dad, I want to dance with somebody. I said, yeah, you can dance whenever you like. Just tell me who she is. And she said, no, that's her number 1 song. I thought, I had no idea. But when I put the music on, I was astounded. I'm a Welshman, so I listen to music with my heart. And that touched me so much.
We're talking.
Oh, my goodness. This woman can sing. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Yes, indeed. Beautiful voice, unsurpassed, unlikely to be compared with ever again.
We're talking to David Roberts, former Whitney Houston bodyguard and the author of Protecting Whitney. My next question for you, sir, when you look at how management consulting is the next chapter, what you're doing currently, what were some of the lessons that you learned from Whitney, being her bodyguard, that you carried through with you still today?
I'm not sure. Because there have been many variables, and you're talking about a period that's almost 4 decades ago. Things evolve. Everybody evolves. She evolved. She evolved, unfortunately, negatively. other people in her midst, and because of her, evolved positively. Again, it's what she gave them and what they took from her lifeblood.
As people are able to see a sneak peek behind the scenes from your lens when they read this book, Protecting Whitney, what do you hope readers will be able to take away, especially those who really love Whitney as an artist?
They will identify in the book, I think anybody who reads it will identify with something that they themselves can relate to. And then they will perhaps understand better what this young woman had to deal with.
Once again, listen, I'm Refocus Radio, talking to our guest today, David Roberts, former Whitney Houston bodyguard and author of Protecting Whitney. Once again, I want to say to you, sir, thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.